So as you're drawing, not only are you making judgments about the measurements or the proportions from top to bottom, side to side, but you're now also able to use these little pieces as judgments for proportions. So when you look at your apple in front of you and you look at your drawing, does this shape that you've drawn feel like the right shape, the right proportion? Does this have an angle downward? Is this angle upward? Is this slope at this angle here? So if you were to follow that slope, does it run through the apple in that direction? When it comes to these top sections, are they really curvy moon shapes like I'm seeing here? Again, you look at your apple, look, and then draw. Do a lot of looking. You're making proportional judgments. How big is this shape? How narrow is it this direction versus this direction? Okay, so not only are you proportioning the outer parts of the apple, but you're also proportioning the inner ones as well. If we have now an apple tilting this direction, so now its stem is like this, and it's turning like this, and so we start to see these lines doing this, and they're coming and stopping. We can't see them anymore. And this one goes like this and it stops, and this one goes like this and it stops. And then we can see the ones that don't stop, they keep going, and then of course we see the ones that go the most all the way through like this, the ones in the front. But it's those lines in the back. I want you to think about them for a minute, okay? Because you drew them with marker on the apple, so you know that that line comes up and it doesn't just end. The line is not gone. That line actually keeps going behind the apple, and if you could, it would come out on the other side, right? The same is true with these horizontals that go across. This line, yes, visibly it seems to end, but it's really going behind the object, and it's coming out on the other side. So if we were to draw an apple that way, we might draw it like this. We might draw the whole series of lines as if we could see them going right around, something like this. Then we'd have the contour, and so then this line would come around like this, right? And we'd see it in the front, but in the back it would disappear behind the apple. This one would come around and it would disappear behind the apple. So this line that comes forward and around the front, it would go back here and it would disappear behind the apple. So that idea, just getting that idea in your head, allows you to deal with those lines as they meet the edge. The outer contour is the place where the form is turning to the point that we just can't see it anymore. All of that apple continues back there, right? And so you want to be thinking about what's going on behind that apple. So I know that's very conceptual, but it's something I want you to really get in your mind. Make yourself believe that your drawing is not a flat drawing on a flat piece of paper. Those are lines that if you could, they would keep going into the paper and they'd come out on the other side.